Hello and welcome to a session of Fit Essentials. My name is Shauna. I'll be guiding you through class. Let's go ahead and come on up to our feet. Also, if you have the short TheraBands, like so, we're going to be using those a lighter resistance today. If not, you can totally make it work without it. All right, our spinal cord breathing, feet directly under the hips, toes straight ahead. You're going to bring your forearms and your palms together in front of your chest. Pull your ribs down, tuck your pelvis in, bring your chin down to your chest. On the inhale, we're going to lift and open. So here we go. Breathe in, lift. Separate the arms, spread your fingers wide, look up towards the ceiling. And then on the exhale, curl back under. Blow all the air out, pull the chin in, round down, hips tucked under. Good. Find your rhythm here. Breathe in and lift. Pull the shoulder blades down your spine as you lift, looking up. Exhale, tuck it all under. Blow the air out. Pull that belly button in, chin to the chest. About 30 more seconds. Moving through on your own. Use this as a time to connect to your breath. Pull yourself into presence. Maybe your day's gone as planned so far. Maybe it's been unplanned from the start. Breathe in, lift, look up. But we're here now. And last time, finish that repetition. Cycle through, exhale, close it all down. When you finish that last exhale, bring the hands down to the sides. Walk the feet just a little bit wider. And now we're going to bring the arms together, back up to overhead. Root down into your legs. And we're going to go into some circular toe touches. Like we're trying to make a nice big oval around our body. Engaging the glutes, lifting up out of the hips as you look up to overhead. And we're going to go about 2 to 3 times here. Fire those glutes as you reach and look up towards the ceiling. And after about your 3rd time, go ahead and take it the other direction. Holding strong in that midline. Little bend in those legs as you reach down for the floor. Circling around up at the top. Very good. Last one. Fantastic. Finish that out. Relax the arms down. We're going to go standing lunge stretch next. Right foot forward, left foot back. Bring both arms up to overhead. Reaching tall. Shift that back hip forward. So I'm just gently pushing that hip forward. Fire the glute. And now turn your torso towards your lead leg. So hips rock back, hips rock forward, and now gently turn, trying to looking over your right shoulder. Once more, rock the hips back, rock the hips forward, and take it to the right. Very good. Bring those arms down. Same thing, other side. Left foot forward, right foot back. Reach out both arms up. Lift up out of those hips. And now gently shift the hips forward, making sure that lead leg heel is firmly grounded. And add that rotation, gradually rotating towards your left. Back to center, lift up, chest tall. Shift the hip, fire that glute on that right side, and turning to the left. Fantastic. One more time, nice and tall. Open that hip flexor, squeeze the bum, and taking it to the right, left, excuse me. Good job. Shake those arms down. Little side step arm swing. Shoulders back and down. And as you swing your arms back, spread the fingers nice and wide. Rotate those palms forward. Good. Very nice. Alternating which arm's on top. Fantastic. From here, we're going to go Cossack or inner thigh stretch. So nice wide stance. Root down into your feet, reach those arms out for your counterbalance, and you're taking it into a side lunge here. Heel down, knee drives wide, looking to open up that inner thigh. Very good. Back to center, nice and tall, chest up, shift that weight back so your heel stays planted. Fantastic. Good. Let's go about once more each side. Seeing if you can get just a little bit farther each time, but not forcing anything, just seeing where your body goes. Holding strong, beautiful. Back to center. Second time, second side. There we go. Eyes up, looking straight ahead. Better. Very nice. Walk it back in. And we're going to go back to that stagger stance. You can either stay standing or take it down to a knee. So your right foot forward, Either staying tall or bring that back knee down to the ground. Very good. Similar idea as before. We're going to reach up, shift the hip forward, but now we're going to add the tricep stretch. So bend your right arm, chest up, head up, grab that right elbow, and now you're going to bend to the side. So lateral side bend. Good. Shift that hip forward, fire the glute on that left side and taking it to the right. Good. Couple more. Breathe in, back to center, lengthen through the neck. Beautiful. Couple more on your own. Hinging in, back to center, and last one. Very good. Shake out the arms, either staying down on the floor or staying standing. Let's switch that leg. Opposite leg comes forward. Very nice. So especially if you're on here on the ground, make sure you're long enough. That front shin is nice and vertical. Reach those arms up, lifting up out of those hips, chest tall. And now we're firing the glute on the right, your trail leg. Go ahead and bend that right arm, chest up, eyes up, grab that elbow and take it into the side bend. Very good. Breathe in 3 to 5 times here, up and down into that side bend while you're stretching out your tricep on your right. Good. Breathe in as you come tall and exhale as you take it to the side. One more. If you are standing, go ahead and make your way down or use a tabletop. We're going to stretch out the forearms next. So go ahead and come on out of this lunge. From all fours, we're going to go palms down, fingers point in towards you. And then just very gently lean back, and you can rock your body side to side as well. Get a nice stretch through the forearms. Focus on having a nice wide handprint while you're doing this position. From here, turn the hands in so that the fingers interlace, and now go into some circular rotations here. Switching up the knees and legs as needed to get into a good pattern. And now we're going to rotate around. Again, still looking for any tension in the forearms. Loosen up through the wrists. Reverse directions when you're ready, taking it around the other way. All right, fantastic. This first circuit, we don't need a whole lot of a warm up, but we're going to take it onto our backs next. If you have your band around, have it nearby. And we're going to first just warm up some regular glute bridges and open up the mid back and low back just a little bit more. So let's start with your shoulders back and down on your back, hugging both knees in towards your chest. And just a gentle rock side to side, double knee to chest here. Very good. From there, you can release your arms, bring the legs away from your body, arms out to the side for 2 knee twists. So holding the legs at 90 degrees, bringing them to one side, looking over the other shoulder. Then use your midline, bringing them up and across, same thing other direction. Legs come across, eyes turn the other way. Very good. Let's go once more each direction. Fantastic. And up and across. Beautiful. From there, we're going to be doing some single leg glute bridge in our circuit, but we want to warm up a double leg first. So if you have your band, you can use it now. You're going to put it around your feet and bring it just above the knees, the bottom of the thighs. With or without the band, you're going to put both feet flat on the ground, heels about hip width apart. And we're just going to warm this up nice and gradual here. So you're going to push your feet down, rock your hips back, pull your belly button down towards the floor, and then just follow that position. Gradually allow the pelvis to come off the floor in one segment at a time, making your way into that first bridge position. Don't feel like you have to try to find the top of the bridge. Just where does it feel nice and open? And then when you're ready, you'll gradually lower your spine back down, starting from the top. One segment at a time, right about that bra line level, bringing that floor. Gradually come down to meet the floor. Very good. Relax in the bottom. Nice deep breath again, rolling back. Look to come a little bit higher this time. Start to send those hips up. And if you have that band, you're just gradually pushing your thighs out against the band. Doesn't have to be real intense or anything. Just waking them up so you can get a little bit higher. Hold at the top for 2 to 3 seconds. And then when you're ready, making your way back down. Fantastic. Let's do that once more on your own. Rolling the hips back, coming up there just a little bit faster than last time, waking everything up. Pull that chin in. Let's hold for more, about 5 to 8 at the top. Nice deep breaths. 8, 7, 6, 5. Squeeze the glutes. 3, 2, 1. And bringing it back down. Take it all the way down to the floor. All right, fantastic. From here, we're going to start our first series. We're going to come onto your left arm for left arm side plank. If it's challenging for you to hold 30 seconds in a side plank, just focus on either from the knees or holding steady. If you know you can hold for 30, join us on some rotations. So stack your left elbow underneath that left shoulder. Your band will be just fine. Feet stacked and coming on up. So either holding this normal side plank or take your top arm, reaching underneath the bottom for those rotations. Moving nice and smooth. We're going to hold for a total of 30 seconds here. And then we take it back to our back for a single leg glute bridge. Very good. Over halfway. Keeping those hips nice and high, shoulders and hips level. 1 to 2 more. Reaching under, opening, and last one. Very good. Go ahead and bring yourself back down, taking it onto your back. If the glute bridge is challenging for you, I recommend doing a double leg throughout. Otherwise, what we're going to do, it's going to be on your left leg. You're going to roll the hips back, come up into a regular bridge, and then from here, you're going to push your left foot down, raise your right foot up, or right thigh up. And now you're just going to pedal it up and down, holding strong in that one leg, driving the opposite up. Very good. 10 seconds left. I'm also bracing through my arms. So I'm pushing down through my palms and my hands, squeezing the glutes, trying to hold them as level as possible. 2, 1, and release. Very good. Go ahead and bring it on down. We're going to flip it around. Same thing, other side. Going back to the plank, this time on your right arm. Very good. Pull that elbow in, sit it right underneath the shoulders. Keep that band where it is. 2, 1, here we go. Come on up. So again, holding here or rotating under. If you're doing those rotations, you want to avoid any kind of a drop in the positioning of the hips. Just over halfway through. Fantastic. Moving with control. Lifting up, making that bridge to reach that other arm under. Maybe one more. And rest and rotate. Good job. Taking it onto the back. Single leg glute bridge on your right leg, which means the right leg is going to hold the bridge. Set those shoulders back and down. Pull that chin in. And 2, 1. Here we go. Coming up on 2. And find that brace with the right. Drive the left thigh up. And then here we go. Up and down on the left. Pushing through your right the whole time. Good. Again, focus to not have any drop of the hips. If you find that you're not very stable here, please revert back to that double leg. Good. 10 seconds. 2, 1, and release. Beautiful. Go ahead and roll over onto your belly. Lying flies is next. So feet together, toes point long. Bring your palms up to the ceiling, arms down at the side. Pull that chin in, and now we're going to lift the upper body off the ground. Squeeze, trying to push the sky up to the ceiling, or push the air to the ceiling. Holding there, and then down and relax. You can hold anywhere between like 3 and 5 seconds. Pull that chin in so your neck isn't extended. Looking down to the mat. Release when you need. And then nice deep breath in, up and hold. Squeezing those shoulder blades down the spine. Think about like Superman, you're going to just, or Superwoman, you're just going to lift off that mat and fly. 2, 1, rest and rotate. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and kind of push back into child's position. Rock those hips back, drop the arms head between the arms, pardon me. And that concludes set 1. We're going to make our way back to side plank on your left. 20 seconds till we go. We're gonna do this twice more, everybody. All right, started in 10, left arm side plank. Make sure the elbow's stacked right underneath the shoulder. And 3, 2, 1, here we go. So holding the plank, you can be on the toes, you can be down on the knees. If you're on the toes and feel steady, go into those rotations. Now to your breathing, nice and fluid. Over halfway. Nice work. 2, 1, rest and rotate onto your back. Single leg glute bridge with support through your left. Bend the knees, get the shoulder blades in a good position. Arms down at the side, spread the palms. And here we go, coming up on 2. Finding that good brace through that left foot and leg. And then when you're ready, driving that right thigh up. Beautiful. Whew. Keep driving those hips high. Avoid any kind of pinching in that mid back. And 2, 1, rest and rotate. Good job. Side plank on your right. Spin it around. Going up in 5. Pull that elbow in. Stack the feet. 2, 1, here we go. I'm having that same issue as well, Kathy. The band's rolling all up on me. Try to fix it here. All right, and either holding or rotating. Feel free to do those rotations, holding nice and smooth, hips and shoulders moving together. Just over halfway. Second half of the second set, where we've got 3 total here. 1 more. 2, 1, taking it down. Onto your back. Supporting through the right leg this time. Shoulder blades backing down. Set those palms and arms to the side, coming up on 2, and begin when you're ready. Supporting through your right this time. There goes my band, that's okay. These single leg bridges should be a fairly light resistance anyway. And we're really getting the benefit out of the hip bridge, holding that stability through one side. And I'm putting a lot of work in that upper body as well, holding that whole brace, holding that bridge. It's all interconnected. 1 to 2 more. And rest and rotate, bringing it down. Lying flies on your belly. So typically you keep the feet down on this. If you want a little bit more extra, you can lift the feet as well. It kind of turns into more of like a cobra or Superman. Chin in, 2, 1, here we go. So to keep the feet down or lift the feet up as well. Really focus on that posture, position of the upper body, chin in, squeezing those shoulder blades back and down, and push, like you're trying to push your palms up into the ceiling, activating those lats. Good. Holding for upwards of 5, 8 seconds, whatever feels good for your body, that you can hold a really strong positioning. And then when you need, just take it down for a moment. Nice deep breath, last one. Squeeze, hold, breathe. 2, 1, and release. Beautiful. Once again, back into child's position. Reach those arms long, drop the head down. A couple nice deep breaths. And 20 seconds till we start the final rotation. We'll be back to that plank on the left side. Then we're going to come back up to our feet shortly after that. All right, stack that elbow underneath the shoulder. Line up the feet. Here we go, up into that plank. Breathe and smile. Add that rotation if you'd like. Reaching the top arm underneath the bottom. Halfway. Very good. One more after this. And 2, 1. Taking it down, glute bridge. Supporting through your left. Shoulders in a good position. 2, 1. Coming up on 2. Brace through that upper body. Drive for the left, lifting your right. Feel that hamstring activate, the glute works. Holding that isometric position through that hip. This was one of those movements that took me forever to be able to do. I was doing quite a bit of high-level sport, and I tried to do a single leg glute bridge, and it was really bad. So don't take it for granted. If it's tough for you, I've been there. 2, 1, rest. Bringing it down, spin around. Final side plank. Your right arm this time. Pull that elbow in. 2, 1. Here we go. Up and hold. And actually, it was this past year doing all of these classes online, doing all kinds of glute bridge work, way more than I had ever done in my regular training. Then when I went to do the single leg work, guess what? Suddenly I could do it. It was a lot easier. So just know we can always improve. A lot of times people would be good at really advanced movements, but sometimes they're not good at the foundational movements. So don't want to skip that over. 2, 1, rotate. Last time. All right, glute bridge, single leg on your right. Shoulders back and down, coming up on 2. And when you're ready, driving your left thigh up. Excuse me, right leg lifts. You know what I meant. Oh, golly. That's nice. Keeping a nice strong bridge, coming back onto 2, resetting as you need. Couple more. 2, 1, and rest. Beautiful. Onto your belly for the final lying flies. You can take that band off if you'd like. All right. Arms down the side, palms up. We're going to go for 45 seconds on this last set of these. Chin in and begin when you're ready. Just use your own guidance, how long you want to hold for. You want to stay long while you're trying to extend from head to toe. Pushing that air up to the ceiling, pulling that chin in, looking straight down. And as always, fire your glutes, squeeze that bum. Holding strong. Good. Coming up on 30 seconds, 15 more to go. Down and relax, and maybe one more hold. We have 7 seconds left. Chin in, pull those shoulders down the spine. Nice deep breath, lengthening from head to toe, and release. Whew, beautiful work, everybody. One more time into that child's position, toes together, knees divide. Let's take it into a side stretch this time. So walk your hands to your left side. Take your right arm, reach it nice and long, and then drop down from there. Breathing here. One more breath, and then when you're ready, walking the hands to your right this time. Left hand reaches long. Drop back, drop down, looking down towards the floor. Send that air into where you feel the tension. So breathing in, typically your lat area, lateral part of your rib cage, and exhale, drop a little bit closer. One more breath. And release. Fantastic. All right. So let's go ahead, come on up off your hands for a second, shake it out. And then we're gonna do a couple mountain climbers as a way to warm up our hips a bit for this next series. So nice wide handprint, place the hands underneath the shoulders, and we're gonna do like a warm up version of the mountain climbers. We're gonna take your right foot, step it as far forward as you can. Try to get the foot all the way up by the hand if you can. Try to have that shin vertical. And now we're just gonna rock side to side, opening through the hips. Very good. As we step the right foot back, we're going to come into down dog. Step the foot back, drive your hips high, push the head between the arms. lengthening, and then walk out your heels. Get a nice stretch on your calves. All right, when you're ready, take your left foot this time. Nice big step forward. See how close that left hand you can get. Then you're going to sink into it and rocking side to side on this side. Very good. Opening up the inner thighs, hips. Fantastic. Stepping back once again, back into down dog. We're going to go back to your first leg. This time, instead of rocking side to side, we're going to rotate through the hip. So right leg, big step up by the right hand. And now I'm just going to take a little mini circular pattern, circling around about 2 to 3 clockwise. And then when you're ready, reverse, circle the other direction. Same idea. Very good. When you finish those rotations, step it back. Final time into down dog for this series. Send those hips high. Get a little bit more love to the calves, pedaling out those heels. And then when it's time, left leg, swing it forward. How big can you step? Fantastic, everyone. And then circles from there. Circle it around. Be gentle with yourself if you can't quite get into this position. Do the best you can. And circle the other way. Very good. When you finish those, step it back and then gradually inchworm your way up. Walk your feet towards your hands. Walk your hands towards your feet. Come on up to standing. Grab a little bit of water. We're going to warm up some squatting next. If you were in class yesterday, we did do a little bit of squatting, so maybe you don't want to squat today. I feel ready to do some squats today. And you don't have to do them in the main part of the workout if you don't want to, but try to just use this part here to warm up that range of motion. So you're going to set your feet about hip width apart, turn your toes to about 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock on that clock dial. And then you're going to send the hips back, reach your arms out, chest up, eyes up. Come on down with me. How far down can you come? Keeping your heels planted, keeping your chest tall. Try to hold that position in the bottom. So wherever it is for you, and if you don't quite feel stable here, hold on to something with your upper body. You can hold on to the back of a chair. You can hold up to onto a countertop. Anything to help improve that strength and that range of motion. Very good. Last one. Beautiful. All right. Feel free if you want to get a light pair of weights and follow along with me. We're going to go over the movements of the workout for this last series. The first one we haven't yet done in this online format for FitEssentials, so I want to kind of move through together. So what's it called is a dumbbell burpee deadlift. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to warm up some deadlifts. So with weights on both sides, toes pointing straight ahead, we're going to hinge at the hips. Slight bend in those knees, join me. You're going to bow forward, bringing your weights down towards the floor, squeeze your glutes, stand tall. And just depending upon if you're pretty flexible in your hamstrings, you might come all the way to the floor, or if you're like get so far down and then you feel a lot of tension and feel like you have to round your back to go farther, don't go any farther than to where you start to feel that tension. So hips back and long spine. You want to have a nice flat back. Let's go 1 to 2 more. Bowing forward, squeeze the bum and stand. Looks good, crew. And while we hinge at the hips, you then also use your knees to come the rest of the way down. I oftentimes see people do more of a straight-legged deadlift, and sometimes they compensate and round through the spine. But those of you here live with me, that looks good. All right. From here, we're going to do the burpee portion of it. So you're going to come down, place your weights down on the ground, and you're going to step your feet back. All right. Depending upon your upper body strength, you may want to do a no push-up burpee. So that would look like this. Here we are at the top of the push-up. I either hop my feet up or I'm going to step my feet up. What's key here is to get your body into that good position to then pick the weight up. So the whole movement is I come down, I step or float my feet back. The no push-up version looks like this. Top of the push-up, step or hop the feet up, set the shoulders back and down, lift the chest and stand. Good. Down. Step or float. If you want to do the full push-up, you come down to the chest, push up from there, and I can also hop. Flat back and stand. Let's go ahead and see 2 more. Those of you that are here live with me, I'll just take a look. Good, one more, Sharon. Kathy looks good. Just set your chest a little bit taller. Excellent. All right, so Sharon's doing a version, we call it like the sumo. She's got the weights in between her feet, and that's fine as well. Maybe that feels better to some of you from a mobility standpoint. You can step with the weights between the feet and then stand there, or you can have them on the outsides. So whatever feels best for your body, it's not right or wrong. The big thing that we want to get here is that setup posture of the back. So lift the chest, lower it down. All right, good work there. From here, lighter weights possibly, or if you had light enough to push overhead, go ahead and bring them on up. The second exercise, this is where you have the option of the squat, but we're going to warm up some overhead work first. So first, just a strict press. Push one up and then the other. Push one and then the other. Good. So this would be an alternating strict press. In the workout, we want to add a little bit of dip to it. Alternating push press, dip and drive. As we talked about earlier, if you want to add a squat, set your feet a little bit wider, and it would be called an alternating thruster. I squat down, drive up one, squat down, drive up the other. Good. Breathe and move here. Let's go a couple more each side. Your choice to add the squat if you want. Heels planted, chest tall. Very good. It's kind of a little active warm up for us. Very nice. Set that down. And then our last movement is a bear crawl. How we're going to do our bear crawls, we'll come down on all fours. Place those hands underneath the shoulders. Splay the fingers like starfish hands. Go ahead and come on down with me. And then we're not going for speed here. We're going for control and really focus to move the right hand with the left foot with the right hand. So you come off your knees, looking down between the wrist, and I'm really intentional. Left and right and left. The slower you move on this movement, the harder it is. So you can move forward for a few steps, and then you can go backwards for a few steps. You're holding that quadruped position throughout. So my body kind of looks like a tabletop. Very good. Hips are level to the shoulders. Okay, sometimes you'll see people like hips really high in the air. In this instance, we're staying low, staying strong. So we'll have 45 seconds of each of these exercises with 15 seconds in between. Whew. Grab some water. If you're not quite sure, follow along. And by all means, if those burpee deadlifts don't feel quite right for your body, please drop the weights. Either do a regular deadlift without the burpee or do a regular burpee without the deadlift. All right, so if you don't quite feel ready to mix it up, then listen to that. 15 seconds till we start. Like I said, we're gonna work for 45, rest for 15. Tight midline as you're standing. Burpee deadlifts first in 2, 1. Here we go. Step or float the feet back. Top of the push-up or full push-up. Set the back each time before you stand. Very good. Yep, that's it. Nice, ladies. Back. And if there's any gentlemen on the recording, great work. Thanks for being here. Hips nice and high. Lift the chest. Flat back. Beautiful. 10 seconds. Squeeze that tush if you stay as you stand tall. Yep. And 3, 2, 1. Rest and rotate. Good job. 15 seconds. Overhead press or alternating thruster is next. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So either staying tall, alternating that overhead reach, or the squat. Nice. Whichever version you're doing, nice full extension to overhead. Eyes up, chest up. Good. Just over halfway. 30 seconds in. 5 seconds left. 2, 1, and rotate. Bear crawl. Woo. Nice wide handprint. Remember, we're working on that quadruped on hands and knees. And here we go. Lift the knees just slightly off the ground. And then nice and intentional. Right foot, left hand, right foot. Sharon, see if you can come a little bit lower. So make sure, did you start on all fours? So you should be just barely off the ground with your knees. Better. Good. Over halfway. Remember to grip those fingers down. Smooth breathing. Good. Staying nice and low. 2, 1, and rest. Good, we're gonna take 30 seconds in between rounds. That's the end of round 1. Woo! Sharon, did that make sense, what I said? Stay lower, your hips are just really high. Okay, 10 seconds. Deadlifts, burpee deadlifts, or just the burpees, whatever is best for your body. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Push up is optional. Setting up your back is not optional. Good posture each time. Step or float the feet. Breathe. Midline nice and tight. Looks good. No breaking that waist as you come into that plank. 30 seconds down, 15 to go. If you're stepping your feet up, try to alternate which foot steps up and then which foot steps back. Finish this rep. 2, 1, and rotate. Whew, good job. Overhead press or thrusters next. All right, going in 5. Nice deep breath. 2, 1, and here we go. You can stay tall or the squat. You control into that squat. Nice. Woo. Nice and smooth. Breathe. Good, looking straight ahead. Kathy, maybe just a hair wider with your feet. Nothing dramatic, just a bit. That looks better. 15 seconds. Good work. And 2, 1, rest and rotate. Bear crawl. Woo. All right, so we're coming down to all fours. Hands on the shoulders, knees down. 2, 1, here we go. Lift the knees up, just barely off the floor. Another way to practice this is you can stay stationary, lift the knees up, and just practice lifting the left hand with the right knee and the right hand with the left knee. So you can stay stationary, just lift up the other and then the other. Woo! Otherwise, 20 seconds left. Watching right between the wrists. Breathe. Very good. And 2, 1, and take a rest. Good work. 30 seconds. We'll be in for one more round. Woo. We'll build into this. We can do some longer sequences later, but a couple new moves today. Great work. All right, going in 10 seconds. Back to either your deadlift, burpee deadlift, or a regular burpee. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Long spine, flat back, chest tall. Very good. Pull the belly button in, staying strong through your midline. Step or float those feet up. Each time before you stand, you want to check in, see if you have yourself in a good setup position, like you're ready to pick that laundry basket or those grocery bags off the floor. Maybe one more. 2, 1, and rotate. Good work. Last round of overhead press or thrusters. Woo! Nice deep breath. 3, 2, 1, here it is. Up to the shoulders, either staying tall or taking it all the way down. Good, make sure you control down into that squat. Breathe. Very nice. Locking it out overhead, pushing high. Eyes up, chest up as you lower. Looks great. That's 30 seconds, 15 to go. Almost there. 2, 1, and rotate. Final bear crawl, everyone. Woo. All right, coming down to all fours. Nice wide handprint. And begin when you're ready. Knees come barely off the ground. Long spine. Left with the right, right with the left. See how slow can you move? Moving slow really forces all those accessory muscles, all those stabilizers to work. If you haven't heard that idea, you gotta go slow before you can go fast. Build that awareness. So when you do go fast, you can do it well. Almost there, everybody. Whew. Either take a break, or if you want to make it a full minute, we have 15 seconds left. Holding strong. Whew. Good. And 3, 2, 1, and we're done. Whew. Let's come up on our feet for a moment. Let's grab some water, bring our heart rate down, and then we'll stretch. Nice job. All right, virtual high fives. Let me close these updates. All right, great work. Let's stay on our feet for a little behind the back stretch to start. Nice wide base stance. Let's go ahead and shake out those arms. Let all the tension go. Back and forth, and let's go up and down next. Swing them up, stretch back without arching the back, ribs down, swing them back, lift them up. Very good. And then before we go into that forward fold, let's take them out to the side. One palm up, one palm down, and then we'll just kind of snake it side to side. There you go. Good. Shoulders down the spine. Nice deep breath. Bring that heart rate back down. Beautiful. All right. From here, see if you can interlace those hands behind you. Pull the ribs down so you're not arching. Pull those arms back, lifting up. Feel free to just stay here, opening through the chest. If you'd like to add that fold, we'll send those hips back, bowing forward, looking down towards the floor, holding strong in your legs in midline. And now send that breath into the back of the ribs. Nice deep breath in. And on the exhale, come a little bit farther. Again, breathe in. Expand and exhale. Last one if you're good for it. Breathe. And expand on the exhale and release. Whew, shake those arms out. Come on back to the top. Fantastic. We're going to go side stretch next with both arms up to overhead. Use your right hand. Grab that left wrist. Little bend into those legs and then pull to the side. Good. Breathe here. Where do you feel that tension? Send that air into that area. See if you can relax on that exhale. 1 or 2 more breaths. and release. Bring it down, shake it out. Same thing, other side. Both arms come up. Left hand grabs that right wrist, root down into those legs and taking it across. And then we breathe. Try to reach a little bit farther as you breathe. One more, and shake it out. Fantastic. Quad stretch next. Either stay standing or if you want to take it down to the floor. Otherwise, a little bit more balance practice here when we're tired. Set that foot down, lifting up, and then work to grab that other foot. Good job. Shoulders back and down. Gonna pull the heel towards the glute. Keep lifting up, shoulders back. We want to avoid that hip drop there. So pulling everything up and in. 10 more seconds. Good time to smile. The hard part's over. Just a couple more cool down stretches. 2, 1, and release. Shake that out. Same thing, other side. Lift up, shoulders back. Grab that foot. It's always better when it's done. I remember there was one of my favorite restaurants in Arizona, True Foods. It had a sign hanging in their dining room. No one ever regretted eating well. I think it's similar, can go from movement. No one ever regrets moving well. Come in and moving your body. All right, couple more breaths here. 2, 1, and release that down. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and make our way down to the floor for the last couple. Walk the hands out. Coming on down. So we're going to do one more here, inner thigh opener. Kicking the leg out to the side, reaching the arms long, and then gradually rocking those hips back, dropping the head down. Breathe in as you rock forward, and exhale as you drop back. I know I should have told you this before we came down to the floor, but the last one is going to be a spinal twist on the back and opening through the mid-back as well. If you want to use a yoga block or a pillow for that, just go ahead and grab that before we spin over. But let's finish this one first. One more time, rocking it back. And then when you're ready, same thing, other leg. Bring that leg in, kick that opposite side out, walk the arms nice and long, and then gradually sinking back. Wonderful. Breathing, dropping that head down. Breathe in, rock forward, exhale, drop back. Very good. When you finish that, we're going to gradually make your way onto your back. This is where if you want the block or a pillow, we'll put it to use. Alrighty. We're going to start, if you are going to use the block, you're going to have it on the right side of your body. And we're going to start by extending your right leg and pull that left knee towards the left shoulder. And think about opening through the thighs once again here. Driving the right thigh down as you pull the left knee across. Great time to give the ankle a couple rolls around. Maybe get a couple pops and clicks through there. Keep everything moving. And then when you're ready, you're going to take that left knee, bring it across the body. We're going to hang out in that glute stretch first. So pulling it across towards your right shoulder. Looking to feel that outer left hip start to open. And you can either hold it in one spot, or if you want to kind of slide and glide the leg up and down the body, just encourage that hip joint to flow. Very good. And before we go into that full spinal twist, we're simply going to switch sides. So go ahead and extend out your left. Actively push that left thigh down, and you pull that right knee towards your right shoulder. And then once here, ankle rolls, rolling that ankle around on the right. Switching directions when you're ready. And then we're going to go right side glute stretch. Pull that right knee gently across the body towards your left shoulder. Looking to highlight the outer area of the right glutes. Breathe, hugging it in. And again, you either hold it stationary or start to glide and slide up and down. Just looking to kind of fan that area of the hip, seeing if you have any tension through there. Very good. And when you finish that, we're going to release and going back to our first leg. So extend out the right. This time on the left, you're going to pull it up towards the chest. And then here's when you're going to bring the left leg across the body into that single leg twist. So if you want to use the block, you can put it on its side. You can even put it up vertical, all depending upon how far you want to go into that twist. From here, I'm going to take my hands, palms together, and then splay them wide, arms outstretched. You're going to take your left hand, reaching up and across, come to meet your right. Close it down, and now we're going to take it back to the start. These are our side-lying thoracic rotations. So turn the head to the left. See if you can bring that left hand and shoulder all the way back to the floor. You want to kind of hold in that position, and then when you're ready, close it back down. Between 3 and 5 here. Not rushing that open position. It's like that open book stretch. Allow your body to open, and then close it back when you're ready. So I'll inhale to close, and I exhale as I come into that opening. And on my last one, I'm going to walk the fingers up over the head. So like I'm trying to trace a circle over the top of my head. There you go. Very good. All the way back, all the way down. And then coming back. You can hang out here for another breath. And then when you're ready, start to unwind, coming out of that twist. Fantastic. Same thing, other side. So if you are using a pillow or a block, take it over to the other side. And grab that right knee, scooping it up towards the right chest. And then when you're ready, taking it across the body, using your block as you'd like. Just allow your body to sink into that twist for a moment. And then palms together, splay those arms nice and wide, making a big T with your body. Good. And then right hand comes to meet the left. Taking it across and sweeping it out. Good. Breathe in as you close, and one big exhale to open. A couple more. Fantastic. On your last one, finger curl over the head. Like that chest and shoulder to open. Take your time in that opening position, trying to get that right arm, right shoulder back, and just look straight up towards the ceiling. 1 to 2 more breaths here. And then when you're ready, unwind. Fantastic. All right, everyone, feel free to extend that right leg back out. It's a great time just to lay flat on your back. Call this like a corpse pose. You can really breathe here, set your intention for the rest of the day. You know, just use this as a moment you can kind of press pause before you jump into what's next. Otherwise, plenty of water throughout the day. Thank you so much. Your body says thank you. And we'll see you next time. Take care.